fellow Liberians, seditions, the downtrodden masses of this state, individuals that love this country, the world at large. Our country is seriously on a time bomb. There are a lot more that we have to do as a country to be able to liberate Liberia, because these things that I'm saying here, I am clear of them. I'm discussing the left of my family, my own left, the left of my friends, and also discussing the interests of those that believe in me and have followed me over the years. I have no reason to come here and make up stories, because where I am right now, there is no reason to make up story. If you try to make up stories, the stories will not connect and you will fall short. I am here to say nothing but the truth, because I believe it is only the truth right now that can set me free. Because these guys decided to humble me. They came on me with all of the mistakes they have made. They have gone and misinformed the Americans, the international community, and the Liberian people on grounds that Andrew Wanplo was the one that was involved with all of these illegal activities in the Republic of Liberia, which is not true. And so right now, I am not making a story. Anything that I say here, any name that I call, I challenge that person to come out. Anything I say, anybody that want to come out. I challenge you, because I know that I'm speaking with facts. And for every time I speak, and you come out to challenge me, something will come out that you need to see. I am serious. I said, and I'm a team. There was a criminal cartel. There was a team put together to start playing and manage these activities when it comes to the issue of giving out diplomatic passport to non-Liberians. Now, this is the argument the people are picking up here, fellow Liberians. If you wrote for an honorary consul and asked me to give you a passport, and I gave you a passport, and somebody come back and say, have you issued non-Liberian passport? And I say, yes. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I understand the applied terminology being used here. What the guys don't want to agree to here is those individuals that they offer the honorary consulship to, they were not Liberians. And so as we issued them the diplomatic passport, they were non-Liberians that were receiving the Liberian diplomatic passport. This is the issue. And so whether these people were vetted properly or they were not vetted properly, I'm not in the know. As I said in my press release, I was not part of the committee. But meanwhile, I was receiving instructions. And these instructions came from the higher ups. Who are they? As they maintain. Instructions to issue these passports came from the office of the president. It came from two individuals, the leg of Chokombi, the leg of James Manuel Porter, of course the rescue mother, Nora Fina Bono, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dewey Gray. Dewey Gray, what challenge me, won't go further, Dewey Gray. When I even left office, there were diplomatic passports that you were issuing. Let's take, for example, the Italian guy. There was no passport director. You were representing the ministry as a passport director now. You issued that passport to the Italian guy. See the issuing date in that passport. It's in May 2020. 2020 May. Was I in the passport bureau? No. So why you people don't want to agree around here? Why people will be escaping from the facts? The information minister coming up, and the thing Andrew saying, we got we have Andrew phones, we know what we're in the phones already, and so this. Are you serious here, Eugene? Are you serious? You must be careful, If you do not want to tell the Liberian people that you are sorry for the errors you made and you wanted to make a change with you, say it. We told these people we were coming for change. We did not tell them that we were coming to destroy the country. And so there are a lot of things that interplay here. You know very well that you people decided to come on me because of my refusal to join the cartel. And this refusal started when you people decided to block Bob Press, the company that we had the legal contract with, going to OESD, that was subcontracted by Bob Press to print passport for them, which was completely illegal. I registered that, you people said no, and at the end of the day, the PPCC, the Justice Ministry came down with the Senate view. It's when you people started coming on me. The records are there at the foreign ministry. When I come out, they say, oh, I don't want to attack people. Duet Gray, Basonga, please, let us be factual here. Should we call the procurement session at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to come and witness this event? When we were in a meeting, when I told you people that I was in the foreign ministry, we had a contract with Backward, and I know that when we canceled the contract, it didn't go well with Labrador. They sued Labrador, and Labrador had to pay some money. When we had a contract with Oberture, the French company, and the same way we canceled this contract. I mean, you people want to cancel the contract, how we cancel the contract, and so it caused Labrador another problem. So today I will not sit here with all of what I know for us to be able to cancel the contract the same illegal way for Labrador to face this problem of the 9.2 million. When I said it, you people were not there. When you people call the procurement people to come and sit with us for a revisit, there's a pastor in the procurement session. He was there. After the discussion, the man called me and said, "It's making sense, but your bosses are not listening to you." But Dasco Smith is dead. I mean, a pastor. You won't go sack him tomorrow, you go sack him. He thought that Bible, yo. But I'm telling you that he was there. When I said these things, Dasco was the only man that told me when we left from that meeting that it's making sense, but the people not listening to you, so you play low. Paul Gafua was also in that meeting. The man that you people took and carried to America at the passport office right now. Paul Gafua was in that meeting. Why are you people not saying the truth here? I stood for the Liberian people. Our interests have been the Liberian people and not personal gain. And for Christ's sake, I'm still young. Politically, I'm very, very young. I'm yet to make headways. I would not sit there and join a kind of cartel that would damage my political future in this country. I would never sit there for it to damage my future. And that's the reason why I'm not running away from this Liberia. You go, oh, the man Israel, oh, the man Guinea, oh, the man Ghana, oh, the man Gambia. I'm right here. You will not see me until I'm ready for you to see me. I want to tell you that when it comes to security intel, we are sophisticated. You don't have the manpower to pick me up in Liberia. No, because I know your security. I know your security. The security is not strong to get me. It's not possible. But I want to be clear here. What I have observed is that if you in disagreement with corrupt activities in Liberia, then you are being seen as a corrupt man. But if you are in line with corrupt activities in Liberia, then you are the best man. Today, people thinking, oh, the man coming out with things, the man talking because he want to protect Georgia, and the man coming out with things, he talking because, no, that's not the issue. I said the last time, when you are in certain position in government, certain position of trust, you listen more, talk less, and not just talking less, my people, but you talk at the appropriate time. This is the appropriate time. And so meanwhile, these guys started coming on me when I came up with their refusal to join them, leave Box Press, the legitimate contract owner, legitimate person we have with the contract, and move to OESD on the financial criminal activities. Then they started to get at me. This is how they decided to get me out of the foreign ministry for a period of time to be able to run the passport. Of course, they got me out and they ran millions. Can you people tell the Liberian people your contract with OESD, how much you have gotten? Are you prepared to tell the people? No. You are not prepared because you pocketed all the money. You took all the money. Why you people be playing with this country here? Why you people playing with this country? Why you people playing with this country? You took all the money. And the issue was clear. Jeremy, let's reinstate this contract. Let Labrador have our own system. Was I wrong? Don't you think that the Labrador people deserve owning their own passport system? Don't you think the Labrador people money deserve that being wasted? Going elsewhere to make profit and somebody come and sue Labrador that will cost the country 9.2 million? To tell somebody, let's stop this, is that evil? Is that being corrupt? And you both took me to court. You refuse to appear, you go. Of course, you guys appear, you go. I'm going to damage you. That's what I was saying for you guys. But you guys refuse to appear in court. Thank God I didn't come in court. And today, you sat there after all of your mistakes were made. The American people came with an inquiry after you have publicized and damaged the security of our country. You sat there behind one little Andrew Wanplo, leaving out the reason why you took oath to protect and defend. My people, Liberian people, we all that got appointment in the government, even those that were elected, we took oath. The oath was to protect and defend the state. But these guys refused to protect and defend the state, but they were rather after damaging Andrew Wanplo. And in the interim, while fighting to damage Andrew Wanplo, the oath they took to protect and defend the state was left out. And so they refused to protect and defend the state. What did they do? They refused to manage the security of our country. When you come out and look at this decent and clean man of our time, serving as passport director with greater integrity after serving 16 years and playing 9 years major role in the passport bureau, and you come out to say the man gave passport to non-Liberians and so we persecuted him, and you know it, aren't you? The real story is the man stopped you from making the wrong profit at the expense of the Liberian people. Then you mismanage the security of Liberia. Because the first thing that happened, any Liberian traveling with Liberian passport will be looked at one of those non-Liberians that were getting passport. And so they have to screen it thoroughly. The first thing it says is the Liberian passport is not credible because it has been aired and pronounced by the authority of the Liberians, of Liberia, that Liberian passport was given to non-Liberians. This is what he did to the country. And so the Americans started to investigate further. In the investigation, there were certain things that they saw that couldn't have been certain laws in our country. Like for example, the consular relations law, the revised one in 2016. There is no part of it that says you give passport to Council Generals. But of course, the passport policy gave the chief executive of the Republic of Liberia the right to prefer anybody carrying a Liberian passport. And so over the period of time, what leaders did, but with cautious minds, is when Council Generals are appointed, based on the relationship and the offer they are providing to the country, previous presidents will prefer one or two of them carrying a Liberian passport, which is their right because they have the right to prefer who carries a Liberian diplomatic passport. But these things were done consciously. They were done consciously. But under the CDC government, there was no conscience. Every don gone past council general, honorary council that were appointed was entitled to the passport. So leaving unconventional laws and only taking into account a simple clause within the passport policy, using that to raise things around here. And so as passport director, who am I to come and say the right of the president here should not be withheld? Who am I? The president said that he read here. That I said, no, Mr. President. Am I working in the government? Can this make sense? It's not possible. And so, Mr. President, you are sending your actors. Emmanuel Porter, you are sending them. But I will constrain to act. Now, you will say, there is no way possible that any passport director in Liberia will look at them by the passport and issue it without being authorized. It's not possible given the way the process goes. It's not possible. And so you appointed your honorary council. All of the appointment of the honorary council as statement was done by you people. The passport system is there. And I dare you try to play with the passport system. You play with that system, you'll follow damage yourself, because you know why? It is within that system that I was schooled. I know the system more than fingertips. Anybody tamper with the system, when I get in the system, you get out. I'm going to deal with you for the system. So nobody go into that system to tamper with the system, because the facts are also there. Besides, we don't even need system, right, my people? The facts are glaring on the walls. So if you argue that I get a poor passport and I say you authorize me, is it allowed? The commissions that are given to them, that be given to them, the letters of appointment that are given to them, am I the one that giving it to them? Can you show me somebody with Liberian diplomatic passport that do not have letter of appointment or commission? Can you? So don't go in the system and go play fun there. Don't go in the system, hey, let's find a way to delete them or delete that one. Because the facts are there. The facts are there. So Liberian people, I said Liberia is on a time bomb. It's a very serious problem. People around here don't want to come out with the truth. But I'm here to provide the truth. And so basically, the hardy guys gang up against me based on my refusal to be corrupt. Then people they're pointing hands at me today. Me, with the kind of character that I bear all the years, tell me the man is corrupt, the man be hot. People that know me, I worked with the foreign minister for 16 years before becoming director. I served a hell of interview room for 9 years. I was the focus person for the foreign ministry, working with UNHCR on the issue of passport for those that opted for local immigration and made travel to 9 countries. The records are there. My previous bosses can attest. I started to build my house that I'm in right now as far as back as 2010. 2010, I started building my house. Ask Mary Bro. As Tenema Selif Deline. These are people that I serve. As Mary and Sandy. As Nyande Finai, Yeka Davis. These are previous directors that I work with. Let them tell you, let them say that they don't know that I was building my house. I took my time building my house because for every time I work, while I'm using a penny, I would take it and drop it somewhere. Because I knew where I was going. Today, the men being hot. Hell. If you don't know the story, shut up. You are not forced to go on Facebook to post. You know, if I the thing is bigger than you, what cares about Facebook because you want different somebody who can give you $5 or $10? What are you going to do there? Sit down. You don't know what we're talking here. If I agree to join this criminal cartel, I will show you compounds. And even by now, I'll be one of those in the corridors of the street wherever people hear me. Because I'm going to be financially equipped, I'm going to be driving the biggest of cars in this country, and everybody was going to come to me for something because I know what I refuse. It is based on my refusal to accept my share of the money when the people went to OESD and they started doing the passport where 20,000 was coming back per 4,000 passport. That how the people started getting at me. If I had accepted that money, beside my salary, I would have been making 5,000 every 8 days. That kind of money I refuse here. As young as I am. Let's put a challenge on the problem. How many young Liberians like me right now can refuse such a money? And you cannot say my import around here. You cannot say the kind of nationalistic impact I have made. Refusing 5,000 every day because listen to me. In 8 days, you can process 4,000 passport. And for everything you pay for the 4,000 passport, 20,000 coming back. And of the 20,000, my share was 5,000 that I refused. So every 8 days, I refuse $8,000 to make sure that Liberia is safe. I cannot do discussing here. Then somebody say, you better give me chance and listen to what I'm saying to you here. Take what I'm giving you as information here and hold it concrete so that we all can see how we can get our country back on path. Instead of joining people to build criminal cartels and be lying on me around here. And so we are here. Let's quickly discuss the money that came after Bob Press was blocked. Where is the money? Mr. President, Mr. Foreign Minister, former. Nathan Mange, can we tell the Liberian people where is the money? Are we prepared to tell the Liberian people where is the money? For me, Liberians, fellow Liberians, I must be very emphatic here. I don't know where is the money. I don't know. And the reason is, I was thrown out of the foreign ministry when I started raising argument. So I don't know where is the money. But realistically speaking, let me just give you a very simple working metric that you can hold on to. If you got 4,000 passports and you decided to do express service with a passport, each passport will cost 100 United States dollars. 4,000 times 100 will be equivalent to 400,000. At a rate of $25 per passport booklet, you are going to pay 100,000 for 4,000 passports. And so, after paying the 100,000, you got a difference of 300,000. Now, Bob Press was blocked. No money was going to Bob Press. The only money that was used was the 100,000 that was taken to go to OESD as passport payment. Where is the 300,000? And you know what I'm saying to you here? This thing I'm telling you, I'm discussing per week and not per month. Per week. 4,000 passports are issued within the course of 8 days. 8 days. So where the money? Where the money? They can't account for the money. They can't tell the Liberian where the money. Then they say, "I do Wanplo corrupt." How can you call me a corrupt man when you baby all in the thing? They think the corrupt. You're so full with all your ballet. They tell me they are corrupt. I clean like this. How you can call me corrupt man? Look, my people, let me be frank with you. The first thing these people did was the block Bob Press. The money started coming in. And let me tell you, the 20,000 accounts back that they wanted to give me, the 5,000 fraud, and I'm part of that 300,000 I'm asking about, that different money. That the money that remains in the account after the transaction period has ended per 4,000 passports, that the money we're discussing here. And so right now you will observe, personally, if you went to the passport section, you want passport that express. If you want to do regular, they can't agree because up to present, the passports the guy in the country right now are passports that were smuggled. Up to present, Bob Press is yet to bring passports. And the reason is simple. Even though they went back and appealed to Bob Press, they seriously apologized to them because the guys wanted to fire back. They apologized to them and the guys accepted, right? But they said criminally performed. They went and told the people that the series number of the last passport taken from OESD is XYZ. And so because of that, Bob Press can bring passport right now because they're waiting to reach that number. When they reach that number, now they know that the Liberian people, the Liberian people, the Liberian government have exhausted the issue of passport that they brought illegally from Bob Press. And so we are getting back to status quo ante to bring in passports now for the Liberian people. But since they are yet to reach that number, so Bob Press can bring passport. And what happened is that they overstated. Some of the passports not even in the country yet. And said they brought in the video, but some not in the country. Because they wanted to get more of the 20,000 plus many more. They went and overstated. Then the pandemic came, and so we had this lockdown. Please, when I'm traveling, it turned difficult to bring passports in the country. So luckily for them, government ministries had to close, so the ministry closed. After that now, the ministries are open, but the passport they carry very less, and they're waiting for OESD to smuggle more passport in the country so they can start treating the Liberian people. So when you go to foreign ministry, if you apply for passport today, they will give you up to next year. If you pay for express passport, then you get in the system, they give you like 1 week to 9 days to come for the passport. Then within that express again, you gotta go again and tip another person again before you can get your passport. Go to the foreign ministry. Anybody tell me a lie? Let the person come out. Challenge me. Let come. These are things they're doing. So until they can reach the last series, if they ever brought it, until they can reach the last series, Bob Press will not be able to bring passport in the country. So the cartel still running, my people, journalists in Liberia. Liberians, go and do your own investigation. This thing requires you doing your own investigation as a citizen. Go and do your own investigation. Andrew is corrupt, Andrew is a liar. So me, I'm not talking plenty. But as I've informed you, go and do your own investigation. And so these people are appointed as council generals. So the people are appointed from Korea, Italy, Mexico, the Finland, many of them, they're Asia, China, Germany, Ukraine, Denmark, Russia. Just to name a few, they appointed council general all over. And then before you saw the people appointed, they didn't even come here. They never came here. So my boy never came here. Then the guy in China, they can't Labrador. They got already in China, and they did a bad photo in China, and they think you Labrador will print a book. Everything was done there. They don't know that one. I said, even the committee at any level, they will have their own voice to talk. Then we talk here, people want to be talking around here, and little information, man with little information called Smith Toby. Want to talk when we talking. Smith Toby, you got information? You better stop acting like you talking. You don't have information. You are less informed. Only information that people feel at your level they can get you. When you say that you go in, sit down in a corner all day, or that you play Zuma, that the time you can get information. Or they don't ever play Zuma. When the people feel that Smith Toby is supposed to know the one that they call you to A. When you're not going to know it, you sit down and play your Zuma. Then we talking here, you want to talk that about what are you talking about trash? You know trash? You know who can talk trash? You know Toby, I'm not just in the government, I was like inside. Don't talk to me. Don't make that mistake again, Toby. Don't make that mistake. You can tell them that you will get back to them. And go ask our master. Why you making me say that? You can't look at me and say the information and you give me some trash. Liberians, let me tell you something. I'm discussing my survival around here. I'm calling on the United Nations, the American government, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to come and redeem me from this mess. I am completely innocent. I have no idea of where these people came from. I maintain it was my duty to issue passports on instructions, and I did. But I challenge anybody to come with a copy of a diplomatic passport to say, I issued a diplomatic passport because I wanted to maximize profit. No. The issue emanating from the Americans is truly genuine. And they need more information. And I say, I'm here. Any information they want, let them come, I will share with them. Agitundi Ojo is one of those, as I learned, that the Americans is speaking about. He's a drug dealer. But people are running around with Agitundi now. Abraham Baba. Not to follow my game. And it's not all. What? You can talk? Comment? They forget talk. Okay, comment will get a chance. They discuss the trip to Mexico now. The trip to Mexico that was canceled. You talk about that trip now. The Labrepo won't listen to your small tune now. Let that be Andrew Wanplo and no now. You know, so now when it's in there when it's spell on now, everybody should be talking now. You're talk small now. Why you acting to this country? How you love La Blue now? How you love La Blue? What the heart that you brought for this country? What the who heart that you got for the country? I said in a meeting, and without anybody country, let's give it back to them. Let us stop damaging ourselves. There are a lot of good people in the CDC that deserve public service position tomorrow. We should not damage ourselves and damage the party and the character of those people turn inclusive of our wrongs. Why? Today, everybody, oh, Andrew Wanplo. What do you know about Andrew Wanplo? You know what Andrew Wanplo stood for in the country? The records are very replete. Ask all the directors I work with, they know me. I said I hold record for turning over 2,000 non-Liberians to NSA and the police respectively during my period at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, serving as head of the interview room for the 9 years and up to the director of passport position. Over 2,000 non-Liberians were arrested and taken to police and NSA respectively. The records are there, very replete. So if I was giving passport to non-Liberians, why would I be after hunting down those so becoming as my customers? Why will I be hunting them down? Why will I be hunting my customers? It means that for every time non-Liberian passport, I get new customers, so you should go. Because they'll be for you, the people. Sylvester Pee-wee, why you can't go on radio and tell the people? You saw me having some photos in your phone, some recordings where I arrested the people and I call you as the public affairs man, and you come and take picture and you ask the journalistic questions. Why you can say these things? Why you are evil, Pee-wee? Why you are evil? Amen. Liberians. I feel like because right now, even as I'm talking now, they got people that crossing me. Oh, they make